Luke Skywalker, one of the most beloved characters in the Star Wars franchise, will be making his return in Star Wars Episode 9 by J.J. Abrams. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, one of the biggest disappointments of The Last Jedi, I believe 80% of the reason as to why a lot of people disliked the movie was because of how the character of Luke was handled in that specific movie by Rian Johnson. Now, going into Star Wars Episode 9, a lot of people have been really crossing their fingers that J.J. Abrams will be doing something rather amazing for the character, and we do know that a lot of twists and turns are coming our way, not just for his character, but also for other characters in this film, and that JJ will be doing something truly special for the character of Luke in Episode 9. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art, and storyboard descriptions, etc. One of which has all to do with Kylo Ren and Luke Skywalker. Specifically, a description of Luke Skywalker in front of Kylo Ren sitting on his throne in his throne room. Luke Skywalker appears to be in the form of a Force ghost. He is like the one as seen in Star Wars The Last Jedi, with a more solid look to him and a slight blue hue, just like Yoda. In front of Kylo Ren is Luke in his ceremonial robes with long hair like how Luke was on Ahch-To. To the right of Luke is Luke Skywalker in black robes with shorter hair and a shorter beard, like how he was on Crait. And to the left of Kylo Ren is Luke Skywalker in a white outfit with shorter hair than how it was on Crait, with a shaved face, no facial hair. This appears to be a trick by Luke Skywalker to his nephew, trying to tool or torment him. The last goes over the two apparitions of Luke on the left and right, vanishing with only the one in front of Kylo appearing, and pointing his finger at Ren, with Kylo Ren now igniting his lightsaber and taking a swing. So, guys, I really want to go over a couple of pointers here because this really does excite me. I know a lot of you guys out there are really not on board for the concept of a Force ghost Luke Skywalker, and that is fine and okay and all. I totally understand that. But as long as J.J. Abrams is going to be doing something very, very different when it comes to Force ghosts and what a Force ghost will do in a Star Wars movie, that's where things begin to change for me. Now, if this does indeed make it to the finalized version of the movie where Luke Skywalker is essentially pulling this trick on Kylo Ren, where Luke is in multiple forms, like 3 different Force ghosts around Kylo Ren. I don't even know if this was ever done in Legends. I don't know if you guys could correct me on that, but to my knowledge, this was not done in Legends material, where a Force ghost actually appears in 3 different forms. Now, looking at everything here, he appears in 2 familiar forms and 1 unfamiliar form. Now, the familiar ones are Luke in his ceremonial robes with the long hair as seen in The Last Jedi, and the other is the one on Crait, the Luke Skywalker that we saw at the very end of the movie, where he goes up against Kylo. However, the other Force ghost apparition of Luke is Luke Skywalker in this white outfit with actual short hair and no beard at all. Very much like the EU version of Luke Skywalker. Now, this also falls directly in line with hearing that Episode 9 and Disney, of course, will be using DeAging technology on one of the main legacy characters in Star Wars Episode 9. Now, it's not going to be Leia because that's unused footage from The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens. So, my guess is it has all to do with either Lando Calrissian or Luke Skywalker. Now, hearing this, it most definitely lines directly up with the DeAging technology because the version of Luke in the white outfit with no beard and short hair seems like it's going to be the younger version of Luke Skywalker that we have never seen before. A Luke after the events after, of course, Return of the Jedi. A Luke that we have never seen before on the big screen. Should be pretty exciting and also lines directly up with what Mark Hamill has posted before on Twitter when he shaved his face and he was kind of like kidding around like, guess what I'm filming for right now. But looking at Star Wars as a whole, guys, I gotta say, I mean, Kylo Ren having his own throne room, Kylo Ren sitting in his throne now that he's Supreme Leader Ren, you can really see the elements of him being this Supreme Leader Snoke figure now, and the ruler of the First Order and the galaxy as a whole, since this will take place sometime after the events of The Last Jedi. And that's one thing to look forward to, is that, you know, J.J. Abrams is taking Kylo Ren down a darker path. You know, the actual images that I'm getting right here in my head is that this is going to be a direct parallel between Luke Skywalker's Force Ghost communicating with one of his descendants named Cade Skywalker. I don't know if you guys are familiar with some of the Legacy comics, but in those comics, it goes over the Force Ghost of Luke actually talking to Cade Skywalker, and Cade eats the death sticks to keep the Force Ghosts away. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.